Hello there and welcome to Pluralsight. My name is Tim Warner and you're watching the module entitled Oracle Database 12c User Administration Basics. In our work as Oracle DBAs thus far, we've covered a lot of necessary vocabulary. I know I've used the shop-worn expression, you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, and walk before you can run, and so on and so forth. Oracle has its own share of vocabulary, some that's generic to database administration, and some that's particular to the Oracle product suite itself. In this module, we turn our attention to user identities. These are going to be the security principles, certainly those are two new vocab words, that are granted or denied access to the database. So this is some very important stuff from a strategy and planning standpoint. By the end of this module, you'll understand a user, schema, privilege, and role. Also, I'll throw in profile for good measure, and you'll understand not just how those vocab terms work, but how we actually leverage them in practice as Oracle DBAs. As you know, as your instructor, I like to throw in as much added value as possible. We're going to spend just a moment visiting the Oracle documentation library to make sure that you have your sea legs there. Believe me, having a good grasp of the Oracle first-party documentation is going to go a long way toward shortening your learning curve and making you an effective Oracle DBA. We're going to deal with privilege. That's the other side of the equation. We create identities for our users and applications. We then have to grant or revoke privileges either at the system level or the individual schema object level. The procedure's the same for both. And we'll just spread throughout this module a discussion of best practice advice for creating and managing Oracle user accounts. With Oracle Database 12c, we have the idea of multi-tenancy, which turns on its head some of these topics. If you've been in Oracle Database administration in the past, you're going to have to confront the learning curve of the common versus the local user in a container database. And of course, our methods for doing all this, we have the SQL Plus command line, SQL Developer, and Database Express. Without any further ado, let's get started.